Hello, it's Emma Jo here from Lavinia Stamps, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how I made this rather lovely tag. Can you see all the sparkles on it? So the first thing we're going to need is a small watercolour tag and some Dreamscape papers, and I've gone for the Enchanted Forest collection. And I'm going to go hunting now for some nice textures. Let's have a look. And the one that I want has this lovely crackled effect, like cracked plaster on a wall. So I'm just going to rip that out and pop some glue all over this tag. Some bippity boppity glue. And I'm just going to smooth it about with nature's spatula, yes, your finger, and that's because I want to get right to the edges with the glue. There we go. And now what we'll do is just position your paper just over the tag so you get all that lovely texture, and give it a little massage. Okay. That over. And now once you've done that, turn it over, get your scissors and just use the tag as a guide to trim it to size. So there we go, we have this lovely effect. Now if you grab your hole punches, I've gone for the larger size, and just pop that over where the tag is, we can make sure that we can still use this as a tag. There we go. I'm just going to grab myself a little bit of Elements Ink Confetti, and I've got a Series 9 stencil brush. And let's just add some pink to this background, just a touch of it. And then some Elements Ink Sundance, again on a Series 9 stencil brush. And I'm just going to pop where I want those light bulbs to go. And let's add some of this lovely colour to the edges. I know we haven't done any stamping yet, but it just helps. For me, it helps me to see the sort of surroundings I'm putting this light into. So that's why I'm building up the background first. So let's get this light bulb stamp. And I'm going to use Versafine Clair Nocturne. And I'm starting with this one first. And let's ink that up again, because we're going to use this. Right, so we'll go with this one. So I want the light bulb to go about here. There we go. And let's just ink up the end of this cable to extend it, and just reverse it and join it up with the other end. There we go. Now let's grab the smaller light bulb, ink that up, and we'll have that one dangling about there. And I'm going to ink up the end again, just do the same trick we did over there, but on this one. Okay. Right. I'm going to grab some Pan Pastel. Now this colour is called Hansa Yellow. Just pop it on your finger and give our light bulbs a little touch of shine. Right. So that's a lovely touch of yellow, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to take my yellow Mondeluz watercolour pencil and start building up that lovely shine that we're going to get from the light bulb. And I always imagine that it's going to be coming out in a rather lovely circle. So let's add a touch of orange. Now we're going to want some magic orbs. So I'm going to add some of these lovely circles, open circles, in different sizes. Then there's an orange, just in little circles with the orange. And then we'll have some yellow. And some pink. Let's do some pink around the outside of that yellow. Right, I'm going to add some white Posca pen now. You can use a Signo Uniball if you want to, whichever one you feel more comfortable with, really. So I'm going to just take my Signo down the outside of the cable, and then we're just going to give it a couple of highlights on the side of the top of the light bulb. What I would say to you is, if you're going to say that there's light shining above a light source, pick a side and stick with it. Don't put highlights on the other side as well. It just works better. You've got to think of where your light source is coming from. I'm going to go around the outside of my light bulb, just with little touches of white. And I'm going to add some white circles. Little touches of magic. I'm going to add a touch of yellow Posca. Some of these yellow orbs, just to pick them up a bit. Oh, look, nice blob. Okay, and I'm going inside that light bulb with the yellow. Not all the way around, just some of the way around. So I'm going to use my quickie glue pen and add some gold dots just to the centre of the light bulb filament, and also around, just to give the idea of glistening light. So that's just a few little dots on that light, you know, the bright side we said that had the white highlights. I'm going to keep that theme going so that it'll be always on that side. And I'm also doing a little dot in the centre there. So let's just give that a little blast with the heat tool. Now we're going to find our wow Fab Foil, and for this I'm going to use gold. And I'm just going to lay that over the quickie glue. Can you see how well that takes the glue? Hopefully you can. You've got some lovely foil accents now. Just where we wanted them. And the last thing I'm going to do is add a little frame with a gold line using my quickie glue pen again. So I'm just going to go up. We want it to be a little bit away from the edge. Don't worry if it's not a straight line. Give that a quick blast again. And get your gold Fab Foil again. We're going around the outside. For the perfect finishing touch. But there is one thing missing, isn't there? I like a little word on my tags. So I'm going to go for Twinkle. There we go. I'm going to have a little bit of Twinkle on there. And we'll just pop that in the bottom left-hand corner. Grab yourself a Kuretake Real Brush pen, mid-grey, and I'm just going to give that a little shadow underneath the bottom and the right hand side of the word. And there we have it. One completely finished twinkly tag. Thank you for coming along and joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed making this tag with me. It's been wonderful to have your company. Anyway, if you've got any comments you'd like to leave about this craft, please just pop them in the message below and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But in the meantime, my friends, you have fun and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.